you're a small business trying to keep up with social media, you've probably heard 1,000 tips that all sound the same. Follow trends, create shareable content, blah, 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 and cross your fingers. So what is it that actually works right now? How can you make the most out of your time and budget? And how do you get started without getting overwhelmed? We've prepared what the savviest small brands are doing to stand out on social media so that you can do the same, but without all the heartache. Hi, I'm Noah from SiteGround, and before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss any of our new videos. Alright, time to get social. Whether you're a beginner or have already dabbled in social media marketing, this tackleable tutorial will help you build some momentum. First up, know your audience and be where they are. Before we dive into all the trends, you need to identify your audience. They need to be your guiding light in terms of the kind of content you create and where you share it. Who exactly are you trying to reach? Surely not just the general people who like coffee or small business orders. We're talking about your people, the ones most likely to buy from you, tell their friends, and then come back for more. Maybe they are new moms browsing social media at 2 a.m. Maybe they're freelancers doom scrolling on LinkedIn between client calls. Or maybe they're Gen Z crafters hunting for inspiration on TikTok. Whoever they are, once you know who you're talking to, stop trying to be everywhere. You don't need to chase every trend or post across 5 different platforms per day. You just need to show up where your audience already is and speak directly to them in a way that resonates. So ask yourself, what keeps them up at night? What makes them laugh, click, or comment? Which platform are they using to actually make decisions and not just scroll? Once you figure that out, everything else, your content, your tone, your timing, gets a whole lot easier. With your audience established, you can go full tilt on the coming trends. So let's get to it. Raw, real video wins. People are tired of perfect. Overproduced, highly edited videos might look great, but they often feel like ads. And with AI making content production so much easier, people are craving a more personal and real touch. So these days, raw, unpolished content is what builds trust and gets people to stop and listen. For example, grab your phone and talk directly to the camera. Take your audience behind the scenes of how you create your products, or maybe share a quick customer story. Forget the fancy transitions, because it's the real moments like these that make your brand uniquely yours. Use them to show how you support and serve your audience. These small, authentic stories are the ones people truly connect with. Take the chocolate myths, for example. They consistently bring their followers behind the scenes to show how their chocolate is made. The videos aren't flashy or overly edited, and that's exactly the point. When they share real, unfiltered moments, they make the brand feel personal and relatable. It not only builds a genuine connection with their audience, but also creates a buzz and excitement around their products. The best part about this kind of approach is that you don't need a big budget nor a production team. Just pick up your phone, hit record, and be yourself. If you stumble over a word, keep going. If you have a messy background, that's totally fine. You're not making a commercial, you are forging a connection that actually feels authentic. It's also worth noting that platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts reward this kind of content. It's fast, it's relatable, and designed for sharing. So instead of aiming for polished, aim for real. Easy peasy. Speaking of platforms like TikTok and Instagram, we're actually putting together videos on marketing for both, so be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss them. Let your brand show personality. If raw video is the format that connects, personality is the flavor that makes people care. Think about the brands that you follow and actually enjoy. Chances are they sound like someone you'd want to chat with. Someone who has a point of view, a tone, or maybe even a few quirks. And that's not an accident, it's personality. And it's one of the most powerful tools small businesses have. That's because people don't build relationships with faceless companies, they build them with voices, stories, and vibes that feel familiar. You don't need to be over the top or try to be funny if that's not your thing. You just need to sound like you and consistently. Start by deciding who your brand would be if they were a person. What would they say? What would they never say? What would they care about? What kind of energy do they bring into the room? These questions help you shape a voice that sticks. Take the brand Chewy, for example. They've clearly identified the voice of their brand, and it's your pet, who's goofy, laughable, and sweet. This voice and personality comes across clearly in their super casual but cute and clever TikTok posts that typically come from your pet's perspective. Or you can go bold and sassy if that's your vibe. So for example, Ryanair, it's all in on this, and it's paying off big time with viral videos and a bunch of TikToks where their actual brand voice gets cheeky in the comments. What they're doing is not just personalizing content with tone, they are shaping how they communicate with their audience. Love it or hate it, what's clear is that they own it. And that's what makes it work. When it comes to your social media marketing, inject that voice you found into everything. Your caption, your comments, your emails, even how you respond to DMs. Personality is what makes someone pause and think, I like this brand, they get me. And when people feel that kind of connection, they follow, they engage, and they remember your brand. And eventually, they buy. Build your community and not just a follower count. A big number looks good, but if no one's listening, if everyone is just scrolling past your posts or is so uninterested that your content doesn't even show up for them at all, it doesn't mean much. And that's because the most successful small businesses treat social media like a conversation. In practice, this means responding to comments, asking questions, and showing up in your DMs like a real person. It means shouting out your customers, celebrating their wins, and making them feel seen. Because when you make people feel part of something, they stay, they buy, they share, and they advocate. SEMrush, for example, does this very well. Not only are they on top of social media comments, responding thoughtfully across the board, but they actively engage with the content of others, including marketing industry experts, as well as trending posts on all social media platforms. This not only shows their community that they're actually listening and engaging, but the algorithm as well, which in turn benefits the future viewability of their content. It's a virtuous loop because algorithms love engagement and real people love connection. So if your audience feels like you actually care, they'll care right back. And that in turn will work in your favor with the algorithm. This is a good time to mention that all your customers and potential customers are part of a customer journey with your business. And understanding this journey can vastly help you execute the most effective marketing, whether that's on social media, in email marketing, or on your website, or really anywhere else. We already got a video that breaks it all down, so I'll leave the link down below. So don't just chase followers, instead cultivate community. It might grow slower, but it'll grow stronger. And this is the kind of loyalty that drives real business results. Memes still work. Yes, for real. Memes aren't just for teenagers or TikTok, they're one of the internet's most powerful engagement tools, even in industries that are too serious for jokes. This is because memes are not only easy to see and share quickly, but they are relatable. And when your people relate to your content and laugh, they're a lot more likely to engage and share. Plus, a smart, funny meme shows that you get your audience. You're in on the same joke. And when done well, it can rack up your shares, saves, and comments like nothing else. And the algorithms take notice. That kind of engagement doesn't just improve the performance of a single post, it can lift your entire account. The trick is to stay aligned with your brand voice, which we already discussed, and you don't really need to be a comedian. You need to be clever and relevant instead. A well-timed meme about taxes, for example, can work very well with accountants, or a marketing joke can crush for SaaS. It's all about speaking your audience language, but with a wink. This example from Gong is meme perfection. They know their target audience is filled with folks in sales, so they made a meme that spoke specifically to a relatable sentiment in that niche. Then they posted it to LinkedIn, where that message is most likely to hit home. Ultimately, they nailed audience, message, and platform. And as a result, it resonated. Timing is just as important as content. Memes that tap into trending topics of recent events can amplify engagement even more. For example, on our SiteGround Instagram, we posted a meme right after the Oscars, making a playful connection to small business owners. Because it was timely and relevant, it struck a chord with our audience. The lesson here is know your audience, know your platform, and don't be afraid to lean in and use a little humor via clever memes. Format matters. In social media, how you say it matters just as much as what you say. Different formats play different roles, and knowing when to use each can seriously improve your results. Carousels, for example, they're the go-to for driving link clicks and deeper engagement. They generate curiosity, get users weeping, and let you break down big ideas into bite-sized, easy-to-digest slides. Nail your hook, deliver one sharp point per slide, and finish with a clever call to action. Like this one we created for SiteGround. It teases 5 ChatGPT prompts up front, walks through one prompt per slide, and ends with a CTA to get the free guide. However, if you want to get in front of more eyeballs and maximize reach, nothing beats video. Videos grab attention fast, bring your brand to life with sound and motion, and the algorithms absolutely love them. Quick, punchy clips are perfect for showing off your personality, demoing products, or even telling stories that get shared. So don't sleep on stories. These formats are designed for fast engagement, making them ideal for behind-the-scenes glimpses, quick tips, or even playful brand moments that keep your audience coming back for more. You can still use static posts for quick updates or simple messages. They work perfectly for those. But if you want real impact, it's all about matching your format to your goal. Use carousels to drive clicks and conversions, videos and shorts to maximize reach and buzz, and stories to keep your audience hooked with a short, authentic moment. Make a plan and be consistent. Viral moments are fun, but steady, strategic posting is what actually grows your business over time. Start by creating a simple content calendar that covers all your channels: social media, email, newsletter, blog post, and more. Plan what you'll post, where, and how often. This keeps you focused, cuts down last-minute stress, and builds trust with your audience. To make this plan realistic and sustainable, I recommend using the 60-20-20 rule. That means 60% of your content should be educational or helpful. Think of how-tos, tutorials, tips, answering niche questions, or anything that really helps your audience learn something valuable. This is the stuff that builds trust and keeps people coming back. Then, 20% should be brand building or personality driven. So show your vibe, share behind the scenes moments, team highlights, or stories that reflect your values and humanize your brand. And the final 20% can be promotional, spotlighting products or services, sharing special offers, or driving people to take action. If you're aiming for 5 posts a week, that could look something like this: 3 helpful, value-packed posts, 1 brand or vibe-driven piece, and 1 post focused on your offer or promotion. This structure keeps your content balanced, engaging, and strategic, so you show up consistently without burning out or turning your feed into a sales pitch. We've actually put together a super handy calendar template that you can use to organize your planning, so I'll leave the link down below. When you think about your planning, don't forget that consistency isn't just about posting, it's also about showing up. Make time to reply to DMs, to comment, to engage with other users and brands. The algorithm rewards those genuine connections just as much as your content. Momentum matters. So with a smart, sustainable plan like this, all those other tips start to really take flight. Use AI to save time. Running a small business means wearing a lot of hats, and social media can easily slip down the list. So that's where AI comes in. It's not about replacing you, it's about helping you scale yourself. AI tools can help you with so many things. For example, brainstorm content ideas based on your niche. Turn a blog post into an Instagram carousel or LinkedIn post. Write first draft captions in your brand voice. Repurpose long-form videos into reels or shorts. And even schedule and recommend optimal posting times. So, for example, let's say you just wrote a blog post about 5 mistakes new homeowners make. You can use an AI tool to summarize it into a carousel for Instagram, for example, or pull out quotes to post on Twitter or Threads, or even create a short-form video script for TikTok. What used to take hours now takes minutes. Plus, it keeps your content ecosystem working together. The trick is staying in control. So that means always reviewing, tweaking, and making sure the final product still sounds like you. We've got a couple videos on marketing with ChatGPT as well as prompting. It will be super helpful to tackle your social media marketing plan. So you'll find the links down below. All right, you've got a social media marketing game plan. You know where to find your audience, you know the most effective social media to use, and you have a plan to roll it out. Now you just gotta get started. As part of that plan and building momentum, don't neglect the full marketing picture. And that, importantly, includes email marketing. And as I'm sure you've heard from us before, there's just no better way to get it going than with SiteGround email marketing. We make it easy to start, design, segment, and automate and analyze your email campaigns so that your marketing efforts are a success across the board. Obviously, you'll find the link below. All right, and that's it. See you next time.